So we are back with part two. Now, I'm sorry I kept you guys waiting, but we are jumping back right where we left off at, and I'm going to start this time with another keyboard. Now, this keyboard is probably one of the best or most innovative that I've seen. It's by the company Plugable, and check this out. It's extremely innovative. So this keyboard is basically a fold-away keyboard. This is something that comes with its own little pouch, and when you take the pouch apart, it folds up into a stand. So now you have your keyboard as well as your stand all in one place. Very innovative, very creative. Now, I like this keyboard stand because it's extremely convenient. Like, you put your iPad in a case, you put your iPad in a bag, and you put your keyboard right in the bag too. So not only do you have just the keyboard set up and the stand, you're turning anywhere that you go into your own personal workstation. So one of the best devices that I probably picked up for this iPad, this is by the company Plugable. It'll be a link below so you can check this one out for yourself. The keyboard has extremely good travel. It has shortcuts that actually work with your iPad. It is not backlit, but it is full Bluetooth and it's very easy and accessible for anybody to use. Next up, I'm going to do these two as a combo platter because they're both by a great company, Logitech. It's the Logitech Crayon as well as the Logitech Folio Touch. Now these two together make a really good couple. Now you can't pair them together because there's no way to hold the Crayon to the case like an Apple Pencil normally would. But the Crayon does everything that the Apple Pencil does, minus your pressure sensitivity, and the keyboard does everything the Magic Keyboard does and then some. The keyboard has a full backlit display, it has a full shortcut row, it's everything that you would think of in a keyboard, right? Only thing is I have big hands, and this is a personal thing. The key travel on this is a little cramped because I'm coming from using a Magic Keyboard on a 12-inch iPad. But everything still matches up. Key travel is good. I do have a big hand, like I said, and it's really sturdy. It's easy to use. It has hard rubberized edges. There are no issues when using this keyboard case from Logitech. So another set of great accessories that you can actually pick up for your new iPad Air. So like I mentioned in the previous video, everyone is not going to go out and get Magic Keyboard and Magic Trackpad because sometimes those devices can get to be a little expensive. When you have other third-party or other companies that make the same type of device that can basically get you the same result. In comes your Microsoft Surface Arc Mouse. Now this is probably by far one of the best mice experiences that I had with the iPad. And notice that I mentioned the word had, and I'll tell you why. When using this with my iPad, sometimes you do get a little wonky error when you're scrolling and things of that nature, but the scrolling used to be extremely smooth, extremely tactile, and there was no issue at all with using the gestures. Now, as far as a mouse goes, it's still a great mouse to use when you're thinking about using it with your Apple device, with your iPad Air. The form factor is excellent. It's gonna fold up when you need to use it, and then when you don't want to use it, it goes flat to save space. You can put this down in your pocket and in any bag that you own. Only drawback to this is it actually runs off of AAA batteries. That is the only thing stopping me from giving this a 10 out of 10 because I would love a rechargeable mouse from Microsoft. So Microsoft, if you're listening, hopefully we can get one of these that runs off of a lithium-ion battery. And as another combo platter, we have these devices right here from the company Satechi. Now, this one over here is an Airpod Pro Charger and an Airpod Charger, and this one over here is an Apple Watch Charger. And basically, all you're going to do is plug these directly into the end of your iPad since we're now taking advantage of that USB Type-C. And once you plug it in, it's going to power your AirPods and it will actually power your Apple Watch for on-the-go travel. The only issues with these are your AirPods have to be laying down in order to charge. But if you ever want to charge up your Apple Watch, all you do is wrap it around like you got it on your arm, place it on the dock, and it charges. No issues whatsoever. Great little devices from the company Satechi. Go by and check them out. So I've already brought you a hub that I like to use. The Base Us hub is probably one of the best that I've had. But if you're looking for something in a lower price range, this one may pique your interest. This is from the company RAYROW. And this is just a basic hub that's going to attach to the side of your iPad. It's going to give you access to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different outlets. You have USB 3.0, you have SD card, you have micro SD card, you have 3.5mm headphone jack, you have USB Type-C power pass-through, and you actually have HDMI. Now we know, like I said in the previous video, HDMI is not one of those things that you're just dying to have because of the aspect ratio. But if you're using this for transferring files, data, entertainment, feel free to do so. If you still have headphones that you plug in, take advantage of that headphone jack. Everything that you still have that you had previous to the iPad Pro can now be taken advantage of with this device right here. Lightning can't do that. USB Type-C can. And this last device, I probably should have put this in the first video because this is normally one of the first things that I do when I get a new iPad is basically put a screen protector on it. And I got this one right here from the company ProCase. Now this is a tempered glass screen protector. It has ultimate shock protection, 9H hardness, it's extremely precise, and it's going to actually give you that same HD clarity that you would normally have on the iPad itself. So if you've been with me for a while, you know that I like a paper-like type screen. Only reason I don't have one right now is because the company iCares has not put one out. It's probably one of the most affordable and probably the best for your buck out there. All because you're gonna normally pay around $6 to $10. You're gonna get 2 paper-like screen protectors, and they're awesome always. I've never had an issue out of any of their screen protectors. And sometimes they may get the bubble when you put it on at first, but then everything else smooths out. But this is a good addition. This thing is glass. It's gonna continue to protect the glass that's on your actual iPad. It's also not gonna break the bank. So hopefully you can go by and check this one out. It's by the company ProCase. And keep in mind, I'll be doing some videos very soon on some of their cases, so stay tuned for that. So these have been some of my favorite iPad accessories, guys. From the cases to the hubs to the controllers to the mouse to the screen protector to the different little adapters. Everything works, everything feels good, and I'm loving the addition of USB Type-C to the iPad Air lineup. So hopefully this has been able to help someone out. I'll be sure to drop links below to everything that you saw. Until next time, be sure to give me that big thumbs up and please subscribe. Average Tech Guy out. Peace.